in PRV. And if you don't know what that is, I'll tell you later. But now I want to welcome to the stage. She joined Cincy in 2009. She is a star director. She has 143 in her team, 200 in her group. Please help me invite to the stage Miss Tamara, Duley. And you have to dig these boot shoes where talking about some Cincy spelling going on.
Good morning. Thank y'all for coming. This is completely out of my comfort zone, so I'm up here one more time. But I want to thank y'all for coming, and this is just a great event. But what I want to talk to y'all this morning about is planting seeds of success. The most rewarding investment that you can have in your business is sponsoring. And that's a very hard thing for me, so this is something that I'm really working on, and so I'm really passionate about this. No matter how much you earn, selling is still your job. The moment you stop selling, your income will stop sponsoring. It makes it a business, so here's your mantra. Sales are my income for today. Bookings are my income for tomorrow. Sponsoring is my income for forever. And this little quote that I found, it says, when you invest in someone else's success, your own success is guaranteed. And that's truly evident. Last year at this time, I only had 2 people here. I have 2 tables full this year. And they came all the way from Odessa. I've got 2 girls from Fort Worth, and the rest of my girls came all the way from Odessa. So I'm thrilled to death with that. My next slide. Here's just a few of the items that I carry with me to promote my business. This first one is my goodie bag. It's just a little bag that I do up, those little self-seal bags. You can get them from my girlfriend's house. And I put a catalog in there, join brochure, a notepad that I do up, a pen, and a little booking party card. If you book a party, you get a free room spray. Book a party, you get a free plug-in. Packages of scent circles. So just whatever you want to change them. I have like 6 or 8 of them, and I rotate them through whenever I do the goodie bags. The next slide is my recruiting packet. And I got those little packets off of Cincy Success, and I fill them with notepad, join brochure. I have the postcards that I get from Cincy Success, and I put on there, how would you like to travel for free? We've been to Hawaii, Boston, Orlando, and now we're going to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. People want to know about that. So put stuff like that in there. And I also include a little scent circle. It's a nice little advertisement and my business card. And next slide is just some little printed material that we've done up, and one of them is a little booklet on information about Cincy. It goes a little bit more elaborate than what we have printed from them. And refer a friend. I'm all about referring a friend. If you refer a friend to me, I give discounts, I give you free product, and it's normally free. I let them do it for a year. So they're more than happy to refer friends to me. If they're not interested in selling Cincy, I love to have them give me their friends. And I also have a friend, and this is a great thing, if you have friends that are in other network marketing businesses, I have a friend who's a director in Mary Kay, and many of you know what it costs to get into Mary Kay. She can kind of read people and will determine whether or not that they have the potential or have the money for that. And she's like, I think this is a little bit more than what you can really afford. I've got a friend who sells Cincy. She is constantly bringing people over to me and letting me know that. So, get you a plan with some other people that are in other businesses, and maybe they, that might not be the thing for them, and it doesn't work out, and so she refers some people to me. So I love it. I don't have to refer anybody to her because her business costs more than mine, but so for $99, people love to come to Cincy. And the other thing I carry with me is teasers. I have every teaser known to Cincy Success. I have a shelf full of teasers. And I'm always making samples. Samples are your friends. You get the sample molds, the breakaway molds on Loran oils. I make samples up by the brickfuls. And then the magazines. I always have the magazines with me to hand out to people, so that way they can see what we're all about. And my next slide. The magic word in sponsoring is ask. Don't let inexperience stop you from sponsoring. Many party plan people say that's the #1 reason that they started their business. Someone asked them. It wasn't a premeditated decision that happened to meet the right person at the right time. They signed up. Not everyone is going to be interested in what you have to say, but there will be those that are. You just have to continue to plant the seed. For when they're ready, starting or not starting is their decision to make. Your job is to extend the invitation. Plant the seed to as many people as possible. I can personally say that this is what happened. May 1st, 2009, Jerry and I were at Canton. Stop it. We were shopping at Canton, Texas.
Woo!
And who do I run into? My friend.
My friend.
She asked me, can I call you next week? I didn't wait for her to call. Wednesday, May the 6th, I called her and signed up. If she had not asked me if she could call me, I probably would have put that catalog back in my little shopping bag and gone about my merry way. But she asked. And do I regret it? No, I don't.
Do I regret it? No, indeed.
The next slide. Don't let distance hold you back. One of my number one pet peeves, people say, oh, I live too far away. Debbie lives 6 hours away from me. I didn't have anybody in my area when I started. Didn't have anybody that I knew. For my first meeting, I Skyped her in. We made samples. I had her on the computer. I let everybody come around to the computer and wave at her and talk to her for a minute, and we went back to making samples. It can be done. So don't.
They didn't even want to talk to me. They were like, yeah, who are you? Why did I get out? You're the...
So don't use the excuse, oh, my director doesn't live close, that's why I'm not successful. It's all determined by you. You can do it. Next slide. Nothing will stop you from reaching your goal. The only way you will fail is by doing nothing or clinging to bad sponsoring habits. Next slide. Focusing on yourself. It's harder than it sounds. I have a hard time with that because I get so excited and so wound up about it that I just, I've got all this information that I have to tell them. And I'm like, oh, you got to calm down. You got to chill out just a little bit and just talk about Cincy. So it's harder than it sounds, but just remind yourself of that. Talking about your company. That's another one that's hard. You want to talk about how long Cincy's in business. What Orville and Heidi went through to get to where we are. We've only been in business nearly 8 years. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. So don't overwhelm them. Prospecting is the time to connect with people and for them to connect with you. Next slide. Next. Being predatory. That's my kind of a thing that I worry about. I don't want people to think, oh my gosh, here comes that Cincy lady. So prospecting, just remember it. Sponsoring's not a manhunt. If you act like a predator, your prospects will act like prey and run. And words. Repeat after me. Words are not my friend. When your lips are moving, you're learning nothing. The more time you spend talking, the less time your prospects will spend listening. So sponsoring is not about finding the right words, it's about finding the right people. Next. Thinking prospects are doing you a favor by joining your team. The exact opposite is true. They aren't grateful to be your sponsor. You're introducing them to a business. So you should be so grateful when they agree to sign up. You should do everything you can to help them to succeed. You want that success for them. If you love what you do, you'll be excited about paying it forward. And I think that's what about everybody in this room is about. That's why you're here today. It's because you're so excited. Next. Seeing sponsoring in black and white. What can tip the scales from a yes to a maybe or a no isn't that prospects are not sold on your business, but they're not sold on you. It's not how they were approached that made the difference. So remember that. Because I've had a few people that have told me, because I don't have kids, there's things that I don't connect with some of them. And so they might join somebody that has kids and are more family oriented and everything. But then I've had some that have told me that I talked with somebody else, but hey, I want to sign up. I want to sign up with you. They told me that you have team meetings every month. You do incentives every month. You do challenges. I want. Some people like receiving stuff. I'm in a job where I get no recognition. Because I'm self-employed, I'm my own boss. So I get no recognition. I love this. I love these little charms. They send me that little silver charm in the mail every month, and I'm just as happy as can be when it comes. I can't wait to go put it on my little holder. And so some people that doesn't mean anything. That's what I like. I like a little bit of recognition since I don't get it in my regular everyday job. Next, thinking your business is right for everyone. Sponsor is a process of matchmaking. The reason you talk to as many people as you can is to find a match. But when there's no match, it's no big deal. But what if there was a match and you held back? What if one day you weren't really feeling up on your game and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about Cincy again today. I don't want to wear my Cincy shirt. I don't want to wear my Cincy button. But the one day you don't have product in your car, you don't have samples with you, that's the day that somebody's going to say, oh, I've been looking for a Cincy sponsor. I've been looking for a Cincy consultant. And you don't have anything with you. How many have a sample in their purse right now?
You better. Don't make me come look in your purse.
Periodically in our meetings for them to get, before we've done door prize drawings, I make them get their purses out. And, all right, who has a catalog? Yeah, catalog, you get something. If you've got samples with you, you've got business cards with you. Oh, I left it in the car. Nope, doesn't do any good leaving it in the car. You got to have it on your body. So always remember to have a little bit of something with you so that you can help spread that seed. And next, now we're going to go on to the good habits. We want to banish all those bad habits and we want to get to our good habits. Opening many doors to your business. Look at everyone as a potential. Don't think, oh, I don't think they have the money. Oh, they've got too many kids. They don't have enough time for this. Everyone is a potential for selling Cincy. Everyone is. Why wouldn't they want to join this and have all this fun that we get to do? I mean, what fun to get away from your family today and come and have fun with the ladies and the men and just have fun and eat and share all kinds of exciting stories. What about the trips? I'm going to get to that one. That's my main focus. There's no experience better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. I like that quote. Next. Expose the gap between what people have and what they want. It's not what we have that motivates us to get where we are. It's what we want to do to make the change in our lives. Some people, it's between the gap is what we have and what we want. It's the people who have a gap between their income and their dreams of what they want. Maybe they want to remodel their homes, they want a new car, they want their kids to go to a better school, they want their first family vacation. It's us as sponsors' job to realize what the new consultants, what their gap is, and to get people to sign up, figure out where they want to go and what they want to do. With me, I thought mine was that when I started to sell Cincy, I just wanted to have little candles for myself, buy a few gifts. It wasn't the money issue. That wasn't any desire for me. I had no desire about that. My gap, what I realized, was time. My husband works out of town 300 plus days out of a year. We have no kids, so I needed, besides having a full-time job, I needed to fill a little time. And boy, have I filled the time. My friends are like, you are like the Energizer Bunny. You never stop. And I don't. I love Cincy. I have stuff going on at the house. I leave one job and come home and I sell Cincy afternoons and evenings. So we are constantly. Jerry just had a week off. He had to take a week off from work to come home and help me with the home and garden show. His time off had to be spent filling a trailer, filling up a booth, unloading a trailer, stacking product back up that we did bring back home. That was not a week off for him. And his friends are like, why does your wife do this? Because she likes to go on free trips. And I like to go on free trips with her. So, we love that. Okay. Next slide. Ask thought-provoking questions. Don't just ask, well, why do you want to sell Cincy? Or, you like candles. Ask questions like, if you discovered $1,000 in your wallet today, what would you do with it? Woohoo! How different would your life be if you were able to pay off your debts? What would you do with a $100 pay increase every week? How easy is that to achieve an extra $100 every week by selling Zinzi? If you could make one personal dream come true, what would it be? So just think, come up with a few different questions. Don't just ask yes and no questions. Ask things that make them have to think about why they would like to do this and why they would want to be with Cincy and not have everything that we have. So just ask those questions. Showing pride in your business. I have a great job. I sell wickless candles. And if you're proud of what you do, always be ready to promote your business. Here I go back to it again. Dressing the part, having samples, teasers, catalogs. Plant the seed in their life. Just plant that. All right, here's my next one. Next slide, please. Would you like to travel for free? Hawaii, Boston, Orlando, June 12, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. This is a sign that I put out on our table whenever we do an event. You would be amazed at how many people come by our table a couple of weeks ago and they're like, you've been to all those places? Because on that little collage is pictures that we have of us at each of those areas. One of them is with Heidi and Orville in Hawaii. We were at the ball field in Boston. We took our nephew with us to Orlando. And then we were, I was at one of the parks at Disney World. They're like, you've been to all those places for free? And I'm like, yep, didn't cost me a penny. How do I do that? And the lady will be with her husband. Did you see her? Look, she gets to go to all those places for free. So this is what I love to promote. So now I'm really pushing Punta Cana. Look where else we're going now. Just think of where you're going to get to go next year. We'll find out in August. You come to convention with me and you'll get to find out where you get to go next year. So I'm all about that.
Because we're going.
We're going. That's it. Next slide. Sharing your business at every opportunity. Always listen for reasons why your prospect will benefit from your business. Whenever I'm out shopping, after I get through checking out, I always have stuff in my purse, and so I always ask whoever the salesperson, whoever's checking me out at a restaurant or anything, do you know of anybody who would like to earn a little extra cash? Kind of look at me. Well, I would. Well, I give them my catalog, I give them a little joint brochure, and can you really make money at this? You know what I do? I keep a picture of my 1099 on my phone. Most people don't believe me. They do not believe me. I do career fair, job fairs. And when they come by that booth, they don't believe that you can actually make money selling candles. You pull out a picture of that 1099 and they see that, I don't make that in my regular job. Remember that. But always share. You never know when somebody might be just, need to, as I said, fill that gap again. So, but whenever I do give out a catalog or a joint brochure to that person, and they're like, can I have one for a friend? I think she needs some extra money too. So I always have extras. So always pass that on. But just add, you're not hurting their feelings thinking that they're not making enough money, but hey, would you like to earn a little extra cash? And it always helps. Next slide. KISS. Keep it simple, sister. Don't complicate things by telling prospects more than they need to know. I have to really work on this because I get so wound up and so excited about it. I just think they have to know everything in this amount of time. But they don't. Spread it out a little bit. Don't overwhelm them. If you give them too much information, it'll kind of alienate them. They're going to think, oh my gosh, I've got to get away from that woman. She is just way too much for me. So I have to really watch this. The next one, follow up. Never leave a prospect in limbo. Always have a next step. If they say yes, sign them up right away. We were at a home and garden show a couple of weeks ago. I had my iPad with me with my little internet thing. I signed up 4 people at that show. Wow. If I had not had that iPad with me, I don't think that, they might have backed out, or I'll think about it if I told them and said, I have to call you tonight when I get home and I get hooked up to my computer. So invest in one of those little iPad, and then the other is this little, one of these little things that you can get from, this one's from AT&T, and it'll hook you right up to the internet no matter where you are. Love this thing. Diane Dreyer had it last year, and that's what got me hooked. I left here from from first year cheer, flew back to Odessa, and I went right to the AT&T store and got me one of these. It's fabulous. But love that iPad because you can just connect right and nothing flat. So I'm a firm believer in that. Whenever you have a prospect, and they do say no, there are ones that are going to say no. No is for today. It's not no forever. But send them a thank you note. Hey, thanks so much for visiting with me. I really enjoyed getting to know you. If you ever think about this again, please give me a call. I'd love to visit with you again, and maybe we can get together sometime. Don't take it personally. Don't get mad at them. Don't burn your bridges. I wasted all that time with that person. They have wasted my afternoon. They wasted my evening. And here I could have been signing up somebody else. You never know. They may come back around. It's just not their thing right now. So just remember that. And if they're kind of on the fence, invite them to an event. If you've got a team meeting coming up today, how many guests do we have here today? There we go. So we do have a few guests. Invite them to an event. If you've got a team meeting, invite them on our Monday night call. How many of you are on our Monday night calls? Not near enough. Not near enough. Come on our calls Monday nights, 9 o'clock. It is a great way. To learn some new information, and you get to meet some, people that you've met here today. A lot of them will be on the call, and you can get to interact with them again.
And what if it's bowling night? You go to the site. Go on the Ning site. You can download it onto a CD, on a rewritable CD. You can download it every week. You can listen to it through your computer. There's no reason.
Listen to it in your vehicle when you're driving back and forth to work. So the Monday night call is a great thing. All right, the next slide.
No excuses.
That's right. The principle behind sponsoring is simple. You're looking for people who are perfect for your business because your business is perfect for them. Just as the princess had to kiss a lot of frogs to find her prince, you have to sift through a lot of people to find your party plan superstar. Thank you all.